All right, y'all. Howdy and welcome back to Camp Shack Productions. Today we are back at the Nissan. If you own a Nissan Xterra or a vehicle that doesn't have the support that maybe Toyota or Bronco or something like that does, you might run into a similar situation that I did, and that is trying to find a piece of Molle panel that you can actually mount that is a hard, substantial piece of Molle that will really hold what you want it to. So I actually came up with this. I can't link a part number to this. I can't tell you where to get this. I can tell you that this is completely custom made. Most of it is hand sawn and very delicately placed inside the window. It was a lot of that over and over again. Cut, check, cut, check, cut, check, cut, check. But I can tell you that I figured out a really great way to take this piece of, I believe it was a vent cover for a motorhome, and it was actually in my neighborhood trash pile during our neighborhood pickup. So I went and I snagged this thing, and because it has these little like mounting holes right here, hopefully you can see that. With just a few easy D-ring modifications and the use of the bracket. In our Xterras, there's actually a bracket. So on this side, again, that is where the metal bracket lives. And instead of trying to connect to it, I actually just took the bracket out, mounted this directly to it. So when I screw this thing in, it's already in place. So I want to show you guys what I did, what I walked through, how I got through all this. It definitely wasn't easy. Anytime you try to do something custom like this, it's not going to be. So let me show you guys what I did to turn a piece of plastic. And you know, I was thinking about this. You could use a baby gate, you could use some metal. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. So if you don't want to go out and spend, I think the quote that I got from one of the guys at an overlanding show was 250 bucks to have a custom metal aluminum panel made, which would be sweet. And maybe if this thing works really good and I like it, I will actually pay to get that done. But you know me, I'm cheap. So I built my own. Let me show you how I installed it and what I did and what the plans are with it. So inside of our Xterras, these window wells are pretty big, you know, I mean, they're definitely a giant gape. And I figured how nice would it be to fill this up. Over on the other side, I actually used a car seat back Molle panel. And I showed you how I installed that, again, using different D-rings and that clever little hook right up there at the top. If you want to check out that video, I'll leave a link, but it's really works good. But I wanted something hard and substantial. And I have already mounted little gate latches is actually what these are for. And I mounted them up into the window so that I can slide my D-rings in and just get this thing mounted in. With this hook faces in on my vehicle. So again, if you're gonna do this, you might have to get creative. And what I did is I used an actual cable tie, like that's what your cable company puts into the wall to hold your cable down, to mount this, and I just screwed through and mounted it directly to that. Gotta do a little finagling. All right. Part one done. All right, so as you can see, because of this great big hook up here at the top, this thing is really actually very solid in there. And it's gonna help to keep my reflectix back up and behind. Now I have a pretty sick Molle panel. All right, y'all, so again, this main hook, and I know it's a little hard to see, but attaches there. And then if you didn't have the same thing that had the slats cut out, you could drill a hole, and I mounted a little D-ring that'll hold 25 pounds. I did the same thing down in this corner here. And then on this side, I actually just mounted it right into the plastic. And like I said, I used gate latches. That's what those little things are, little teeny tiny gate latches. And because of that, I get a nice, sweet panel there. And I think it looks pretty dang good, actually. I think it fits well. And we'll load it up and see what it looks like. I'm going to use an old bag. This. Let me remove the umbrella here. So I'm going to put the bag up here. And I think I'm going to try to keep it pretty much as high as I can. And then I have my first aid kit, which will probably go around the center just because I want it to be easy access here. And then I have another pouch that I'm going to figure out how to put on. So with this bag, it has some pretty decent rings for the shoulder strap, and I'm going to use reusable zip ties. All right, and the umbrella. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, y'all. So that does it for our DIY Molle panel. A good solid piece of plastic. And again, do I think this is going to last forever? No. But do I think it's going to do what I need it to for a little while to figure out if this is what I want to go with? Yeah. And who knows? Maybe it does last forever and it turns out to be the most awesome lightweight Molle panel for free that I found on the side of the street. So, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this sparks your creativity. Go get a child gate. Go get a piece of metal from your hardware store. Go find something that has holes in it and turn it into your own Molle panel. The only thing stopping you is you. All right, y'all. So again, I really appreciate you watching this video. I want to thank you. If you did enjoy it, please go down and hit the like button. If you're feeling really generous, you can subscribe. Don't worry, no pressure. But I do hope to see you all back in the next video. All right. Be well, my friends. Check that out. Free. Cost me like $4 in bolts. All right. So this has gotten some attention lately, and I would like to address it. And the answer is no, Jimmy Kimmel. I do not hate boobs. Great movie. Stuck in my head. Hardest part about doing this job is not losing little screws all over the place because they want to fall. And you're always working at such an odd. See? For example, an odd angle. All right? Now I gotta find a screw. Once I do that, I'll check in with you guys.